The internet changed how we work. AI is changing what work gets done. A bank cut loan processing from days to hours. A student built an AI scheduler, improving on-time delivery from under 70% to over 90%. Most teams know AI matters, but aren't sure where to start. InAI is Indiana's statewide AI adoption effort, built with industry, academia, and community partners, helping you move from understanding to action. Visit inaiready.com.
This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the afternoon of Thursday, August 13th, 2026. I'm Alex Brown. Chicago Bears CEO Kevin Warren reaffirmed the team's commitment to building a new stadium in Hammond. Speaking to reporters today, Warren also confirmed the team is evaluating a second potential site at Wolf Lake Terminals after completing due diligence at the original Lost Marsh site, which he said is viable.
We could build there. It works. When we looked at the Lost Marsh site and then were able to discover the opportunity at the Wolf Lake Terminal site, we thought if we could cohesively bring those together and just make sure that entire area comes together from a mixed-use standpoint, it would even be better.
Warren did not provide a timeline for breaking ground on the stadium. North Carolina-based manufacturer Nucor plans to invest $59 million to expand operations at its Vulcraft, Indiana site in DeKalb County. The company said it will build a 127,000 square foot facility on its St. Joe campus and create 20 full-time jobs by the end of 2027. The new facility will be used to produce steel grating products used for industrial flooring and stair treads. Jasper-based Kimball Electronics is reporting fiscal full-year net income of $28 million, up from $17 million the previous year. The results come as the company continues its year-long rebranding to Kimball Solutions. Net sales for the fiscal year totaled $1.43 billion, down slightly from the previous year. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Thanks for listening to this IBJ Media podcast. You're probably going to remember this ad. Do you know why? Podcast advertising works. 85% of listeners recalled hearing an ad during a podcast, and 70% of podcast listeners have acted after hearing an ad. So whether you're looking to be heard across the entire IBJ Media Podcast Network, sponsor one of our shows, or just start with a 30-second ad, IBJ Media can help. Contact advertise at ibj.com to learn more.
Habitat for Humanity of St. Joseph County has broken ground on a $27 million housing development in Mishawaka that will turn a former mobile home site into a mixed-income neighborhood with 50 new home ownership opportunities. The 9-acre Woodfield Crossing development will include 21 townhouses, 8 two-bedroom cottages, 2 duplexes, and 16 energy-efficient single-family homes. Mark McGill is with the South Bend Regional Chamber.
It's a project that represents more than just 50 new homes. It represents 50 opportunities for families to put down roots, to build equity, and create a stronger future for themselves and our community. Affordable homeownership is about more than housing. It's about creating stability. It's about giving working families the opportunity to build wealth and create a foundation for future generations. It's about making sure that people who work in our communities have the opportunity to live in them too. So this groundbreaking is a milestone.
About 75% of the homes will be sold through Habitat's home ownership program, while the remaining 25% will be market rate homes open to the general public. The project is being funded through a mix of public and private investment, including a $2.4 million grant from the state's Ready 2.0 program. Indiana's poultry industry has reached a major milestone after the state went 28 days without a new case of highly pathogenic avian influenza, or bird flu. The Indiana State Board of Animal Health said as of today, the state may declare itself free of the disease under international animal health standards. Indiana has spent more than 4 years responding to bird flu outbreaks, with 200 poultry flocks in 26 counties testing positive since the virus was first detected in the state in February 2022. State officials are urging poultry owners to maintain biosecurity measures and limit contact between their birds and wild birds. State officials are warning Northwest Indiana residents to prepare for prolonged power outages after sustained winds of more than 90 miles per hour caused widespread damage across the region Tuesday. Hammond Mayor Tom McDermott said Wednesday that roughly 2/3 of the city was without power, affecting about 22,000 locations.
It seems like we're starting to get power lights back, which I think is a good sign, but I expect this to be prolonged. I talked to representatives from NIPSCO this morning, and they said this could take through the weekend to restore power.
Merrillville-based Northern Indiana Public Service Company reported 276,000 customers without power across its service territory, which the utility said was the largest outage in its history. That number was down to about 230,000 as of 3 p.m. Eastern Time Thursday. USA Gymnastics CEO Kyle Albrecht is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, and entertainment, and beyond. Available now on the IBJ Media app or your favorite podcast provider. I'm Alex Brown for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.